Hey guys, hope you're doing okay. So just very quickly, so the theme for this week's classes that have just gone, it's been about footwork, one step, one colour, getting stances longer, doing a little bit of pad work, understanding that, you know, you've got to keep pushing forward, you've got to keep yourself fit, you've got to keep exercising, you've got to keep stretching. We've worked on forwards rolls, backwards rolls again. You know, we've worked on kata application, we've worked on kata movement, we've worked on getting out of the way of a kick. We've also worked on parrying an arm out of the way, coming round for a rear naked choke. Now, that rear naked choke is obviously from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and stuff like that. However, we do stuff from time to time which is more, shall we say, brain stimulating. So again, I'll chuck the odd little thing here in every now and then, just as a little bit of a bonus for you guys to have a look and think, oh, that's different. And I hope you guys are enjoying that. I hope you guys are sort of understanding what we're doing and what we're trying to create here. We're trying to create a community of where everybody's getting better, they're getting stronger, they're getting more confident, they're getting more focused. Which is a great thing. So a massive well done to you guys for this week, for the training that you've received. So the next thing, so I just want to reiterate about behaviour in classes. I'm not saying it's been terrible, I'm not saying it's been bad, but I want the parents to reiterate exactly what's going on in classes. So this is what I've been saying in classes this week. Again, not necessarily in every class, but in just generally in overall. Making sure that the children are there and they are taking responsibility for themselves. So if they know that when they're there, they can, they stand next to someone and they talk, or, they're not doing the things that they're not supposed to be doing, or they're not listening. It's very time consuming for me and the other instructors. Keep having to stop the class and tell the children exactly what they're doing, what they're not doing, what they're not listening to, if, for instance, they're mucking around on the floor. It's very time consuming. We are not a creche, and you guys should know, well, I should know that. The children should know that. So all I want you to do is just, filter this in at home again and just say, if you can either show this video to them or speak to them at some point and just say to them, they've got to start, listening properly. While I'm having to tell some of the children about, their behaviour, or they're not listening, or whatever it is, it's taking time away from those guys that are, listening, especially for the adults anyway. Now, I know you'd obviously expect me to, jump on the behaviour straight away. Trust me. Myself, Kieran, Jess, Sensei Chrissy, Tina, Tony, any of the adults, we jump on it straight away. So it just needs to be backed up at home, from time to time, and just saying, look, mums and dads, they're really struggling. They're trying to keep, food on the table. They're trying to work a job. They're trying to do all the school runs. They're trying to get your lunch boxes and water bottles ready. They're trying to get your uniform ready. So maybe filter that into the children now, so they can start having a little bit more responsibility. I said this on Friday night, and I almost got like a bit of a round of applause, really, for almost sort of, putting it out there. So for the children, not the diddy ones, because again, that's one of the things that, asking them to get a drink ready, it's going to be quite tough because some of them can't get to the sink. I'm talking about the ones that are, should we say, 8, 9, 10 years old, they're tall enough to be able to reach the tap, make themselves their own drink and stuff like that. So try and help your mums and dads out. Maybe try and get your lunchbox ready. Maybe try and get your, your drinks ready, for the following day. Make sure that you know where your karate uniform is. Make sure that you know where your school uniform is. Make sure that, you've got a water bottle before you come out to class. At least that way, mums and dads are not having to rely on, them having to do it all the time. So that's pretty much what I've been trying to iterate, in classes this week. And again, it's one of those things that I have a massive team that, which stand alongside me, that are more than happy to volunteer their time, but also it does get quite challenging sometimes. Like I say, we're not a creche. We're not here just for you to drop the children off and, just let us deal with it. Because again, it's one of those things, at the end of the day, we have a job to do. You're paying for that service. you want to make sure that your child is learning martial arts at the end of the day. And if you know that your child can lose focus on the odd occasion, just reiterate at home and just say, listen, make sure that you concentrate tonight. Make sure that you listen to what's going on at the front. And if you know that they stand next to someone, or they got a friend that they go to karate with, make sure that they maybe split themselves up. From time to time, we'll go, right, no, you need to go down here, you need to go down here. And then when we line up again, boom, they're straight back again. So, it's very time consuming for us as well as you. But again, if we can, if I can work with the parents and then the parents can work with us, we can make this so much better and so much easier for the children and everybody else involved in the classes. So that would be really cool if we can all sort of get on top of that. But anyway, like I say, next week, again, we've got another new theme for next week. We're going to be working on loads again. We've got more kata work coming up. Which is going to be really cool. We've got more solo drills to work on for some of the advanced students as well, which is going to be really great. And yeah, anyway, thank you very much for your time and your effort this week. Awesome job. Thanks again, obviously, for bringing all the children along every single class. And again, thank you to our team for, being there every single session or every single, week coming in and, helping everyone out. Like I say, the class wouldn't run if it wasn't for you guys. So really appreciate your time and effort, all right? Anyway, have a good rest of your weekend. Booking system will be in this email here, or be on below this this video here. Get yourself booked in, ready for next week. Like I say, if you can't make a class, please do let us know that you can't make it for whatever reason. It just helps with our admin. We are trying to look at a new system for booking in, which is going to literally track everything. So it will be one of those things of, how many classes have you done since your last grade? So it might be one of those things if I turn around and say, little Johnny, he's only done 4 classes since his last grade. He should have done at least 12, but he's missed X amount. That way it gets to track all that then, see? So, that will be a great thing as well, especially when it comes around to grading time and, and understanding exactly where people are. But anyway, thanks very much and take it steady and we'll catch up next week. Thanks guys. Bye-bye.